listeners. I am Sonica Purcell, and today I will be taking you on an educational journey that speaks about diversity leadership in education. So I hope you enjoy and you learn from my presentation. Let's go. The objectives of this individual video is to thoroughly discuss the many ways Finland valued a diverse education system, critically analyze the need for the culturally responsive and socially just education, identify effective strategies to facilitate effective diversity or multicultural education. Foremost, I would like to thank the Almighty for giving me good health, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to complete my learning activities effectively and accurately. Following, I want to also express sincere gratitude to my course coordinator, Mr. Jonathan Lecrae, for his patience, motivation, enthusiasm, simplified definition, vibrant and interactive BBC sessions. So, your guidelines definitely helped me throughout the semester. I could not have asked for a better advisor or lecturer for this diversity leadership course. My sincere thanks to my photographer or cameraman, as we say, Mr. Karim Purcell, for the instrumental role he has played in the successful completion of my video assignment. Words cannot express how grateful I am for a job well done. Last but not least, a huge thank you to my family for the unwavering support, patience, and encouragement you have thrown behind me during my educational journey. To all of you, I am eternally grateful. Many of you may hear the term diversity leadership and relate it to a complex term that is difficult to comprehend. This is far from the truth. To simply put, diversity leadership refers to a process of acting respectfully, sensitively, and tolerably towards individual cultural preferences and differences, and adapting strategies and processes to accept them as they are. To give you a more in-depth understanding of the term, I will discuss the many ways Finland education system value diversity. Next, I would share some effective processes Finland implemented to accommodate diversity within the education system to conclude. Why Finland was chosen. After conducting numerous researches on diverse education system of international countries, Finland became the definite choice for a number of reasons. For example, Finland has been ranked as one of the major international leader in education who leads in all PISA assessments since 2000. Finland has a strong educational performance that has been noticeable for its highly efficient and coherent education policies that emphasize equity, well-being, and principles of inclusive education, sustainable leadership, and political coherence. Culture of trust, skilled and knowledgeable educators that seem to serve all students well, regardless of the family background or socioeconomic status. In addition, Finland designed a curriculum that provides educators with the tools and understanding to adapt to any classroom, regardless of its diverse students' learning styles, abilities, and human differences. Finland is known to be the only country that has so little variation in outcomes between schools and the gap within schools between the top and bottom achieving students. These strong educational performance and successful reforms have drawn my attention and captured my interest in Finland's education system because I firmly believe that these educational approaches have its place in the 21st century classroom if we really want our students to reach their fullest potential and achieve great success. How does Finland education system value diversity? In the 1970s, Finland began to experience a high influx of diverse learners in the classroom. Due to the predominantly specific learning styles and content that lacks diverse content integration, the immigrant students began to face multiple challenges and perform poorly both behaviorally and academically. Thereafter, Finland began to show interest in diversity education and immediately altered the entire education system. As the value of diversity grew in the education system, the Ministry of Education implemented the Education Opportunity for All policies in 1960s and the Basic Education Act in the 1970s to guide the diverse education system, which aimed at transferring cultural tradition from one generation to the next, augmenting knowledge and skills, and revitalizing ways of thinking and acting, developing the pupil's ability to evaluate critically. Secondly, they incorporated multicultural education in schools across Finland to ensure every child, including citizens and immigrants, has access to high quality and publicly funded educational opportunity in a diverse learning environment. Thirdly, help education leaders and teachers respect, value, and accept their individual differences and preferences throughout the education system, in and also in the education sessions. Then they engage students in the same through content integration, where teachers use examples and content from a variety of cultures in their teaching. Knowledge construction, where teachers help students understand and investigate how their assumption, perception, and biases can influence the way knowledge is constructed. Prejudice reduction, which focuses on modifying individual racial attitudes through the use of multiple teaching methods and materials. Empowering school culture, that is empowering students through group and labeling practices, sports participation, disproportionality in achievement, and the integration of the staff and students across racial lines. Equality pedagogy, where teachers modify their teaching in ways that will facilitate the academic achievement of students from diverse racial, cultural, gender, and social class groups. Processes used to accommodate diversity in Finland education system. The education leaders and or teachers will first revise the school curriculum by integrating diverse cultural content, various teaching styles for field-sensitive learners, empowerment practices that support multiculturalism and diversity. Teachers share that these multicultural concepts enhance students' achievement, develop self-respect, a sense of community, and positive attitude that respect the rights, freedom, uniqueness, and cultural differences in each other. Secondly, they created a cultural climate through intercultural sensitivity teaching and counseling with teachers, parents, and students. This practical and theoretical aspect of the session aimed towards altering the belief of the parties involved and foster a culturally diverse learning environment that accepts individual differences and choices. To achieve such goal, regular PTA meetings, workshop seminars, and child-centered programs were planned where parties involved role played cultural acceptance scenarios and engaged in dialogues about differences without making judgment in order to encourage positive interaction among people with different cultural backgrounds. This value diversity approach has contributed to the high level of participation, equity in education, efficiency of the system, and student achievement in Finland. Thirdly, they designed educational reform and development programs for teachers, student teachers, and in service teachers. And what happened at that point? To develop inclusive education in the Ministry of Education implemented a wide-scale teacher education reform in 1979 that emphasized the professional development and research-based learning for key drivers of Finland's rapid educational improvement. Thereafter, the Ministry of Education has set up a OSAAVA program and, and significant financial support for teacher education that ensures finished finished teaching personnel and teacher educators receive regular further education and in-service training. In those programs, teachers were given opportunities to develop new instructional methods, enhance their communication skills to assist citizens and immigrant students, design learning environment that enable differentiated learning for different pupils, develop skills to assist students with learning disabilities, varying learning needs, styles, and intelligences. Research showed that the training improved their professional competencies, growth, and personal identity, increased the strength in their personality, enabled them to enhance their knowledge with a higher education degree, and continue the process of lifelong learning. Results today postulate that the Finnish teaching profession is on par with the highly skilled professions. Teachers can diagnose problems in the classroom and school, applying evidence-based and often alternative solutions to them and evaluate and analyze the impact of implemented procedures. To conclude, it is evident that multicultural education in the school system is critical and therefore has its place in the 21st century classroom. It was proven that multicultural education promotes students' achievement, educational and societal equality by starting early in the classroom and utilizing the teachers as a guide to get there. In order for students to experience strong educational performance and great success, parties involved must value diversity, embrace perceptions and expressions of cultural diversity as soon as possible, implement highly effective policies, alter the school curriculum and methods of teaching, design effective training and development session within every education system. I thank you. I hope you have learned at least one thing in the video on diversity leadership.